So today for our guest teacher lesson, we're going to be making our own money. We're going to try and make a front, and if you have time, the back side of your own money. So you can make up your own country, your own theme, your own picture, your own amount of money as well. So please watch this video and let's make sure we get 6 magnets. I will be asking our guest teacher how you guys did, and I'm sure you guys are going to do awesome. So I have these templates of $1, $100, and one with just a frame. You can use one of those, or you can use a blank sheet of paper like I'm going to show you and make your own design. Here's an example of a real money. It's a dollar bill from the United States. So just pay attention to what kind of information is on here. There's the amount of money, the country's name, there's a person in the middle, and there's also some other letters, and you're welcome to include as much of that information as you want. So I'm starting on a blank piece of paper, and I think I want a logo or some kind of icon in the middle. And I'm drawing a frame to draw the picture in. I'm adding some decorations to the frame. And I'm also brainstorming as I draw, and I'm thinking, I think I want the icon in the middle to be a cat because I really like cats. So it's gonna be the United States of cats. So I'm drawing my kitty, trying to make it look like the kitty that I have at my house. And again, you guys can do anything you want to. You don't have to do a person, you don't have to do a cat, or it could even be a self-portrait, and maybe you're going to be the president of this country. And then in the corner, I'm going to put the amount of money. I think I will do $1,000. If you don't want to use dollars and you want to make up your own currency, you're welcome to do that as well. I'm doing some extra decorations. Then it'll be a good idea to put a sign on what kind of currency it is. Mine is dollars. And I'm also doing some extra decorations on the side. I'm gonna do fish because my cats really like fish. And maybe the wavy lines to show that there are waves around the fish. When we're finished drawing our design with pencils, we're going to trace with Sharpie marker. And here's a little trick with Sharpie marker that I actually recently learned. If we compare the 2 Sharpie markers here, one has a nice pointy tip because it's new, one has a really squished out tip and it doesn't work as well. And the reason is because we are using the Sharpie marker top down so that the tip kind of goes inside. And that makes it so that doesn't last as long. So I would like you guys to practice using the Sharpie marker on its side like I'm showing you here. That way the ink lasts longer and the tip stays nice and pointy, and it works way better in general. So it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment on turning your hand that way, but I would like you to try it out because it's going to help us keep our nice Sharpie markers for as long as possible. So make sure you trace all of your pencil marks, and all of it means all of it. So you're going to do your drawings and your designs and your letters and everything. And one more thing about Sharpie marker, please make sure you put the cap on tight and put it back in the red bins. The next thing to do, of course, is to erase your pencil marks. I know that the paper is pretty thin, so it's going to be kind of hard to try and keep it not wrinkled, but make sure you use your other hand to hold it down. And it's easier to go in one direction, especially for a little paper like this. So if you go back and forth, it's going to get wrinkly, so try and go in one direction and keep changing that direction to get all of those spots. Now the last thing to do, of course, is to color. You can pick whatever color you want to. Just make sure that you're developing your craft. That means to do your neatest work. So try and stay inside of the lines. if you are going outside of the lines on purpose, make sure that you make it look like it's purposeful and not like it's a mistake. Make sure you color every part, including your drawings, your letters, your logos, anything that you have. Your background needs to be colored. And if you want it to be white, you have to actually color it with white crayon. Make sure it's not scribbly, and you color all the way. And I'm going to just show you, and I'm going to color just one side, but I would like you guys to, of course, color the whole thing. When you're finished with one side, again, you can come get a second sheet and go ahead and design the back side of your money. So make sure you do your Sharpie, make sure you do your eraser to erase your pencil marks, and then color all the way to the edges. Make sure you use the white crayons if you're going to leave anything white so that the texture is matched. And if you finish early, finish the back. If you finish both sides and you check the craftsmanship chart and you're at a 3 or above, then you can do free choice. Today's free choice includes clay, you can do free draw, you can do blocks, puzzles, or reading, but we're not doing any other free choice today because we want to make sure that we want to leave the room nice and organized for our guest teacher. So please finish your project first and then turn it into your guest teacher, and then if you finish early, you may do free choice. During cleanup time, make sure it doesn't get really loud and put everything back where it came from. If you're in second grade and kindergarten, we have new containers for our crayons, pencils, and erasers. So please make sure you put them back exactly where they were. Erasers go in the low part, pencils in the big part, and the crayons go in the side. You can leave one of them empty. Don't put the crayons in the other side because other things are gonna go in here. Okay, I hope you guys had a fun day with your guest teacher, and I'll see you guys next week.